Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde.
I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the East End Gala, an Enchanted Evening, and I'm here with Priscilla, Ruffin, CEO and President, and a lot has gone on in the past year, and Priscilla's going to talk to us about that. Now, I understand that there's a very important thing going on, sponsor a child at Camp Good Grief. Explain to my audience what that's all about.
Well, every year we have a camp for grieving children. It lasts about a week, and we have it on the North Fork at Cognac Dunes. And we don't charge any of the kids to come. These kids have lost a family member or a brother or sister or mother or father, and in some really tragic ways. So we get together for a week with about 150 kids, and it gives everybody a chance to support and be part of it. So tonight at a special time in the auction, we'll ask the audience to sponsor a child for $1,200, and they do. It's a wonderful thing to see.
It's amazing. You work so hard for this organization. How long have you been the president and the CEO?
Longer than most marriages, 23 years.
That long, wow.
Yes.
Wow. And you've done an incredible job with this foundation. You really have. You know, I was invited to 4 events tonight, and my husband and I said this is the one, because we devoted to this, because you know, of course, my father was in the hospice.
He was.
So that
you know what it's about.
Yeah. Yes, yes. So this is why
about
I'm
helping
here.
people when they are in the worst place in their life, and to be able to help them through that and see a light at the end of their tunnel and be there and support them and do all the work that needs to be done so
And
you
just
can
really
be family.
yes, and just make them comfortable.
That's right.
Because I mean, of course, they're not going to survive or live, but
That's right.
but in their last moments, we want to make them happy and we want to make them comfortable, right?
And you're right, they're not going to live, but we can make the end better, and that's really
Absolutely, and that's why I'm here talking to you. But I also want to talk to you about something else that's very important. Priscilla, tell my audience about Building the Dream, a campaign for the inpatient facility. That's something new.
It is new. We've been it's been in the planning for quite some time, but we are building an inpatient facility that will house 8 patients. We're almost ready to go. Probably will break ground in the next few months, but it's been long in the process, and that's another area where the community has been incredibly supportive and donated $6 million to us to be able to do this. We're a little short. We need $2 more million. So if you know anybody, point them in my direction.
I certainly will point them in your direction. I meet celebrities all the time. Maybe I can get somebody to help you out with that. You know,
there are lots of naming opportunities. You can have name a patient room for $250,000. We have 8 of them. I believe 4 of them are still available. So there's still opportunity for people to help.
Well, we're going to talk to some people and we're going to get them.
Excellent.
I'm going to hook them up and help support this organization. Yes, I'm going to put you guys over the top. I want you to tell my audience where we can go now to support, where we can contribute, and where we can donate. What's the website?
The website is www.eeh, East End Hospice, the initials, eeh.org. And there are lots of places there where you can give to camp, you can give to this beautiful evening, you can give to the residents, you can give to the Building the Dream campaign, and you can learn all about us and who we are and what we do.
Well, you're a joy to talk to. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetheart.
And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at the East End Hospice Gala. A fabulous evening, an enchanted evening. Keep watching, more interviews coming up. Big champagne kisses.
Thanks again to you all for coming, and we have got some great live auction items we're going to be offering a little bit later on, plus your opportunity to sponsor a child at Camp Good Grief. And we'll be talking a little bit more about that later on. But first, let me introduce the 2 co-chairs of tonight's Enchanted event. They are Betsy Rowe and Georgia Hatch.
Thank you all so very much for coming tonight and for your generous support.
Thank you to Betsy and Georgia and their wonderful committee for putting this night together. I can't tell you what it means to the over 500 or 600 people a year who count on us to be there to help them. And it's a pleasure also to be able to honor one of our own who has been part of this since its inception. But I'm not going to give away the secrets here. I'm going to introduce Mike Pitcher, who is chairman of our board of directors. Mike.
Hi, everybody. It is my great honor tonight to announce that the recipient of the Dorothy Savage Good Samaritan Award is the Reverend Chuck Cary, recipient of this award named Chuck. He was the pastor of the West Hampton Presbyterian Church when Dottie Savage laid the groundwork for East End Hospice, when her husband was dying of brain cancer, and the members of the church banded together to take care of him. That was the birth of East End Hospice. So, and Chuck has been a member of this community forever. I promised him I wouldn't say how long I've known him for because it would date us both. But I would like Chuck to step up and receive this award. Thank you, Chuck.
And I accept it on behalf of the church I serve. because that is where West Hampton Presbyterian Church.
Darlings, I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and I am here with the recipient of the Dorothy P. Savage Good Samaritan Award. And this is the Reverend Charles. Introduce yourself to the camera, darling.
I'm Reverend Chuck Cary, and I'm the pastor at West Hampton Presbyterian Church, where East End Hospice got its start in 1986. It was a grassroots movement to help Dottie Savage take care of her husband, who was terminally ill, and she wanted to keep him at home, but we didn't have a hospice at the time. So she said, I'm going to start one. And that was how it got started, with
And
one
that's
person.
what this award is really all about.
Well, yes, it recognizes service. A wonderful guy last year, Gordon Werner, received it. He's been doing a lot of things in the community, and that's what we're all about, trying to make the world a better place.
Certainly, absolutely, forever and forever, right?
Exactly.
To make it a better place.
That's the
That's
mission.
why you became involved with this organization.
Yes, the memorial money for her husband, her late husband, Hugh Savage, was dedicated as seed money for a hospice organization. And look at it now, it's grown to over...
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
It has serviced over
Do you know how many
9,000
members? How many members?
Well, in the hospice organization, I don't know how many are on the mailing list, but they're open to anyone in need on the whole East End, Riverhead Town, the North Fork, the South Fork. So they really reach out to a lot of, and there will be representatives of all Eastern Long Island here this evening, and probably more so.
Tell my audience, what does this award mean to you?
Well,
Are you humbled by it?
you know, I would always say that the Good Samaritan never acted alone. Someone taught him to be compassionate, his mother and father. And so I stand on the shoulders of a lot of people who helped me have a sense of what's right and wrong, what has feeling, what doesn't. So.
But certainly, you must feel thrilled to be awarded this wonderful honor, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been very happy and very proud. My whole family is here. An exchange student who lived with us he was from Germany in 1991-92, is here tonight with his girlfriend. We couldn't be happier. Every bed in our house is taken because they're all coming to this special event.
Yes.
Members of our church are here. They're very proud. So yeah, once in a while we all need to stop and say, hey, there's a lot of good going on in the world.
Reverend, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Can you tell my audience, the congregation, do you have a website for your congregation, for your church?
www.westhamptonpresbyterian.org.
Wonderful. Are you on Facebook too, like everybody else?
Everybody's on Facebook.
Are you on Facebook?
No, I'm not, but...
Okay, a person that's not on Facebook, but that's wonderful. And you do have a website, and my audience will know about that. We'll put the website
I
up.
would love to have them anytime, and we're a strong supporter of East End Hospice, along with a lot of missions on Long Island that deal with hungry people who are broken. We want to be an agency or a church, an organization that's open to everyone and is respectful of everyone's needs and tries to minister to everyone. So that's it.
Tell my audience where we could go to find out more information, how we can donate, how we can contribute, and how we can participate with East End Hospice. What's the website?
www.eeh.org, and it's very simple, and you can volunteer your time as well as your financial support. There's a lot to do to make sure that, like I said, that there are other Dottie Savage's Awards recipients going forward. So that's what's going on. All right.
And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at the East End Hospice Gala. Keep watching. Pink champagne kisses.
Fancy dress to impress. One of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.